Lotus seeds, also known as fox nuts or makhana in some parts of Asia, are one of those foods that have been quietly working behind the scenes for thousands of years, waiting for the rest of the world to finally catch on to their brilliance. They come from the lotus flower, that beautiful aquatic plant revered in many cultures as a symbol of purity and enlightenment. And honestly, it makes sense that something so symbolic would also be a treasure chest of nutrition. If almonds are the loud, attention-grabbing cousin at the superfood table, lotus seeds are the modest one who sits quietly, but then surprises everyone by casually revealing 3 PhDs. Nutritionally, these little seeds are a powerhouse. They are rich in protein, which is fantastic for anyone trying to build or maintain muscle without leaning on heavy meats or expensive powders. Just a handful can give your body the building blocks it needs for repair and recovery, making them a favorite among those following vegetarian or vegan diets. They're also a steady source of complex carbohydrates, which means they give you energy that lasts longer instead of the quick sugar high and crash you might get from less wholesome snacks. Pair that with dietary fiber and lotus seeds suddenly become a digestive superhero, helping you feel fuller for longer while also keeping your digestive system in smooth working order. Anyone who has had a late-night snack binge knows how important that kind of balance can be. But let's not stop at protein and fiber. Lotus seeds are also a surprising source of micronutrients that often get overlooked. They contain magnesium, which is like the cool, calm uncle in your body, regulating muscle function, heart rhythm, and keeping stress hormones in check. There's also potassium, which helps manage blood pressure by balancing sodium levels, an especially important feature in a world where salt seems to sneak its way into everything. And let's not forget the iron content, making them a natural friend to your red blood cells and anyone who struggles with energy levels. Even zinc shows up to the party, quietly supporting your immune system and skin health, as if the seeds wanted to cover every possible angle. One of the most fascinating aspects of lotus seeds is their antioxidant profile. These antioxidants work like your body's repair crew, fixing damage from oxidative stress and reducing the risk of chronic conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and premature aging. Traditional medicine systems in China and India have long praised lotus seeds for their calming and anti-inflammatory properties. In fact, in Ayurveda, they are believed to balance the body's energy and promote longevity. That might sound mystical, but when you look at the modern research on how antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds work, it becomes clear that these ancient healers were onto something all along. It's as if science is just now catching up to grandma's wisdom. And here's the part that makes lotus seeds not just healthy but fun. They are versatile in the kitchen. Roasted lotus seeds make a light, crunchy snack that rivals popcorn but without the greasy guilt. You can sprinkle a bit of seasoning on them, spicy chili, tangy lemon, or even a touch of chocolate dust, and suddenly they transform into gourmet snacks that still support your health goals. In soups, they soften and become comforting little bites of nourishment. In desserts, particularly in Asian cuisine, they add a chewy, delicate texture that feels indulgent but is actually good for you. The seeds don't mind shape-shifting. They are happy to be sweet, savory, soft, or crunchy, depending on your mood. Culturally, lotus seeds carry an added layer of charm. They have been used in festivals, religious offerings, and traditional medicine for centuries, symbolizing purity and longevity. Eating them is not just about nutrition, it is also about connecting to a deeper tradition of mindful eating. And in today's fast-paced world of energy drinks and meal replacements, that sense of slowing down and honoring your food feels like a gift. Lotus seeds remind us that good nutrition doesn't always come in shiny packaging or with a long list of scientific claims. Sometimes it grows quietly in ponds, wrapped in ancient symbolism, waiting patiently to nourish the body and calm the mind. So, if you ever find yourself torn between a bag of chips and something healthy, remember that there is a middle ground where crunch, flavor, and health happily coexist. Lotus seeds are proof that snacks can be both indulgent and beneficial, a rare balance in a world that usually forces us to choose one or the other. They're like the food equivalent of someone who's smart, funny, stylish, and kind all at once. Almost too good to be true, yet completely real. By adding them into your diet, you're not just making a healthy choice, you're also carrying forward centuries of culinary wisdom, embracing a food that symbolizes resilience, purity, and vitality. And that, honestly, makes every bite taste even better.